nougat is a family of confectioneries made with sugar and/or honey, roasted nuts, whipped egg whites, and sometimes chopped candied fruit. The consistency of nougat can range from soft and chewy to hard and crunchy, and it is used in a variety of candy bars and chocolates. The word nougat comes from Occitan pan nougat, seemingly from Latin panis nucatus nut bread. There are three basic kinds of nougat. The first, and most common, is white nougat, made with beaten egg whites and honey. It appeared in Cremona, Italy in the early 15th century and in Montélimar, France, in the 18th century. The second is brown nougat, which is made without egg whites and has a firmer, often crunchy texture. The third is the Viennese or German nougat, which is essentially a chocolate and nut praline. Distribution and popularity: in southern Europe, where it is likely to have originated, nougat is largely associated with the Christmas season. Torrone, a candy related to the traditional French nougat, is produced in Spain and some neighboring parts of France, in Cremona, Torrone and Sicily in Italy, Greece, Malta. The nougat used as an ingredient in many modern candy bars in the United States and United Kingdom is different from traditional recipes, being a mixture of sucrose and corn syrup aerated with a whipping agent such as egg white or hydrolyzed soy protein or gelatin. It is a preferred and often used ingredient of large candy companies, being inexpensive to make and used as a filler. It may also have vegetable fats and milk powder added, and is typically combined with nuts, caramel, or chocolate. In contrast, some American confections feature such nougat as the primary component, rather than one of several. Varieties of nougat are found in Three Musketeers, Double Decker, Mars, Snickers, Milky Way, Zero Bars, Salted Nut Rolls, Reese's Fast Break, Reese's Whips, and Baby Ruth Bars. In Britain, nougat is traditionally made in imitation of the southern European varieties and is still commonly found at fairgrounds and the seaside. The most common industrially produced type is colored pink and white, the pink often fruit-flavored, and sometimes wrapped in edible rice paper with almonds and cherries, sometimes substituted for peanuts, or omitted altogether. Nougat is also enjoyed in Australasia and the Far East, where it is sold as a gourmet confection. Golden Baronia, Mondo Nougat, Margaret River Nougat Company and Flying Swan are the most widely known manufacturers in Australasia, specialising in the production of European-style nougat all year round as opposed to the many European manufacturers which treat the product as a seasonal speciality. The popularity of nougat in Australasia has primarily been driven by the Australian manufacturers as well as some imported varieties from South Africa and Europe. In some francophone countries in the Middle East, nougat has become a staple of the local confectionery offering. This is particularly evident in Lebanon, where local confectionery makers, especially in Tripoli, produce variations of the sweet in various shapes and forms, often involving rose oil and nuts. Variations: Spanish torrone then follows the traditional recipes with toasted almonds, sugar, honey, and egg whites. Torrone from Italy includes these same basic ingredient as well as vanilla or citrus flavoring, and is often sandwiched between two very thin sheets of rice paper. In the Venetian town of Colonna Veneta is produced mandorlato, always based on honey, sugar, egg whites and almonds but with a different taste and harder to bite than Torrone. The city of Colonna Veneta is well known for its nougat production. Australian nougat is produced by a similar method to French and Italian nougat but usually has 50% almonds. It can contain macadamia nuts, apricots, or other texture modifiers. The nougat is commonly produced in two varieties, soft and crunchy. During candy making, this is done by heating a sugar solution to different temperatures before folding in egg whites and honey. Wiener Nougat, or in German, Schmelzschokolade, is a variant which contains only sugar, cocoa butter, nuts, and cocoa mass, and has a mellow consistency. The nuts used for Viennese nougat are usually hazelnuts. In both Germany and Denmark, Viennese nougat is what has traditionally been associated with and labeled as nougat, while in Denmark the original nougat is referred to as French nougat. In Germany, Guillaume Dujas is traditionally called nougat. Persian nougat, known as gaz, is a variety that has been produced in Isfahan, Iran and Baldaji, Iran for many centuries by various manufacturers including Baldaji Asli Gaz, Ashrafi Gaz, Kermani Gaz, Shirin Gaz, Sekki Gaz and others. Gaz can also contain the sugary extract of the root of tamarix. A special kind of gaz is referred to as NOO-gāt in Persian, derived from the word nu'ɣat and made mainly in the Azerbaijani regions of Iran. NOO-gāt is almost exclusively made with walnuts instead of pistachios and almonds, which are usual for other types of gaz. The making of NOO-gāt is very much the same as any other gaz. The difference is that NOO-gāt is usually spread between two very thin layers of wafers and cut into 10x5x5 cm sections which are larger than ordinary gaz cubes. There are three types of African nougat, or nougat, ranging from the white kurtzati to the black baxti, and mainly containing fruits rather than nuts. The higher fruit-to-nut ratio can be most prominent in the brown simshati nougat variety. Roman nougat includes cherries and nuts. Recent modifications in the United States has nougat being made with butter, melted marshmallow, white chocolate, powdered milk, and peanuts, almonds, or pistachios. See also, Gaz, Hava, Tara Qden, chocolate, divinity, references.